On a rainy day, we see our MC looking out the window, looking at the rain and asking himself, why is it raining so much? He continues and says that it looks like there will be no patient today and that it feels gloomy somehow. We see the rain continue as the people continue their day. Now, we see the MC with a fly swatter. He asks himself, what kind of flies are out in this weather? As he swings the swatter. The MC says, when it rains, there are no patients. That's a term used in their industry as he relaxes back into his chair. We see that our MC is a physical therapist, specifically a manual therapist in professional terminology. Suddenly, we hear a bald guy call the MC and ask him to put some pads on his back. The MC explains that, in the eyes of common people, his job may simply seem like just attaching electric pads and giving them comfort when they take them off after using it for a while. As the MC gets up to put the pads, we see the old man disrespect the MC and say that he's busy as hell and asks him to just put the pad quickly as he digs his ear. The MC quickly replies with, yes. We see the MC continue to explain that, however, for him, even for conditions like muscle pain, menstrual cramps, or nerve pain, it's possible to provide treatment no matter how much pain the person is experiencing with just a pair of hands. He was originally a well-known therapist at a rehabilitation hospital. He continues and says that there are two things that are considered essential for physical therapists, because he has both communication skills and manual dexterity. Now, we see the past where a woman is asking the MC, isn't he someone who's under the director of the hospital? We see the MC help her out with the therapy, as the woman is telling him that she's sure that the MC can make a lot of money if he leaves this hospital and sets up his own center. Now, we see the MC explain that he easily went along with people's words and even took out a loan to establish his own center. Now back in the present, we see the MC's phone get a notification. The MC picks it up and checks it. He sees that it's his girlfriend asking him to see her later at the cafe in front of his center. The MC looks at it and replies. After some time, we see that he gets another notification from his girlfriend saying that she's arrived. Now, we see the chat where the MC replied and asked her if she wants to have some food with him, but she rejected him as she told him that their talk will only take a short while. We see the MC enter the cafe. He puts his umbrella down as he looks around. He sees his girlfriend looking at her phone, and suddenly he gets a big smile on his face and calls her name out. He runs towards her as he asks her why she is sitting in the corner like this, and that he barely found her. She coldly replies with, no reason. The MC explains that this woman is his girlfriend, and their relationship is already 10 years old. The MC awkwardly smiles at her, and tells her that she usually doesn't sit in the corner like this, but suddenly she asks him, what do you know about me? With a serious look. This surprises the MC. She sighs and says, forget it. She continues and tells him that she called him because she had something to say. As she tries to say, shall we? The MC puts his hand on the table and thinks that he felt it at that moment. He says, shall we break up? Hearing this surprises the girlfriend as she asks, what? The MC replies and says, isn't that what you're trying to say? She replies and says, that's right, and that she's seeing someone else now. He's a doctor. And unlike the MC, he has a future. The MC sits there with a blank face. The girl looks outside the window and says that she's leaving. We see her leave as the MC sits there in shock and despair. We see her get into a car as her new man happily opens the door for her and happily enters the car with her. We see the MC still sitting there in sadness. Now, we see the MC sitting alone in a bar, looking at a bottle of soju. Suddenly, someone calls, and the MC turns to see who it is. We see a guy point at the MC and say, I knew it would be like this. As the guy sits at the table, he asks the MC why he is sulking in a corner like this. The MC replies and calls him as he cries and tells him everything. After hearing everything that happened, the friend gets angry and slams his drink on the table and screams, what did you say? The friend gets confused and asks the MC if he's saying that his girlfriend is cheating on him, and that's why he asked her to break up again. The friend gets angry and tells the MC that he's also a talented man, and that he has his own center and his own position. As the friend is shouting, the MC sees that the other people are getting bothered and asks the friend to keep it down. After some time passes and it becomes 12 at night, we see the drunk MC and his friend calling for a taxi. As the MC puts his friend in the taxi, the friend starts saying that there are a lot of girls out there as he's drunk. The MC suddenly becomes sad as he says that the weather is cold. He thinks of everything that happened today, how there were flies everywhere, and how his girlfriend told him that she's seeing someone else. He thinks, what a miserable life I have, and starts crying. He looks at the sky filled with stars as he cries, and suddenly notices a shooting star. He sees the star and wonders if he should make a wish to better his pitiful life. He looks at the star and puts his hands together and wishes that he should become the best physical therapist so he can earn a lot of money, and it would be nice if he could take back his honor again. He thinks about how his ex's new partner is a doctor and wishes that he should become a physical therapist who never loses to that doctor. Suddenly, the MC gets surprised. He sees that the shooting star is headed straight toward him. He gets hit by it and thinks, "Will I die like this?" And that I even died pathetically, as he becomes unconscious. Suddenly, we see a screen that says, "Initialize the level up system." Now, in the morning, we see the MC having a hangover and saying that he feels like his head is cracking up as he's in pain. He puts on his glasses and says that he had too much to drink last night. He remembers that the police had to take him home and thinks that it was really embarrassing. Suddenly, he realizes and asks himself, "Why did I see a shooting star yesterday?" As he's thinking about the star, he realizes that he has a guest today and takes medicine for the hangover. Suddenly, the door opens, and the MC thinks that the guest is here and welcomes him. The guest sits down and says that his back is killing him and asks the MC to take a look at it. The MC happily agrees. The guest continues and says that he sprained his left hip while carrying things, and the pain doesn't go away no matter what he does, as he shows a pained expression on his face. The MC supports the guest and takes him to the bed and asks him if he should take a look. As the guest sits down, the MC starts his checkup, but suddenly, a notification pops up with a quest written on it. The MC sees this pop-up hovering over him and gets confused. He rubs his eyes in disbelief and checks again. The pop-up is still there. The MC gets scared and falls down on the ground and screams, "What the hell is this?" And this is how this chapter ends. Hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you,